Hi, Daddy. What you doing?
You doing the regatta shuffle right now? Oh, a little scullin' and scoopin'. Some come style and take. Let's go.
Yo, it's Tyson Knight, and welcome to episode 97 of the Sup'm Show. Today's topic is the 2024 Olympics, and it's the first for me. I've been around long enough to seeing some Olympics, and this Olympics really got very interesting. But also here on time at the show is the most beautiful member of our cast, the one and only.
Why was I expecting JP?
We have JP 3 and 2 bad, you know. Let me let them bask in true beauty. There you go. There you go. He's so mad right now. Hold on.
I cannot.
What the hell? What the hell was all of that I walked into, sir? And ma'am, we all know the intro to the Sup'm Show is this. Y'all need to cut your shit. Cut the shit out now. Let's go. Immediately.
Speaking about cutting the crap. All right. 2024 Olympics. Let me jump straight into it because I think we can. This take up a whole lot of time. Y'all felt good about it? Y'all was excited? Y'all watch any parts of the Olympics?
I watched only track and field. Track and field is all that we watched.
There was some drama in track and field as well. But let's quickly recap the Olympics. Where did this come from? Been around a very long time. I've read that mythologically, it's tied to Hercules, also tied to some Caesar or emperor or some sort who had to marry off his daughter, who was so fine he didn't want nobody touching her. So he used to have these chariot races and say, if they could beat him in a chariot race, and he had the fastest horses, if they could beat him, they could marry his daughter. And if they couldn't beat him, he could stab them with a spear and kill them. So
what a trade-off.
he had killed like 12 of them, 12 suitors before someone actually won, and they only win because they booby trap his chariot. So that was crazy. I mean, a crazy story. Y'all can Google it anyway.
I saw somewhere too that was something they did to countries send their best in an attempt to not go to war.
Must be with some golden coochie, boy. I'm saying, I must be with some golden coochie here.
Boy, look here. And these is them wild times. So who knows what was going on in that family?
It sounded like he wanted his daughter.
The Olympics came, exactly. The Olympics came from humble beginnings where it was just track and field on a one-way track. There wasn't no circular track or anything like that. And they wasn't spending it was always expensive. So only like Greece, Olympia actually was hosting the games. And then you had when Rome conquered Greece, then it became a Roman thing. But you know what shut down the Olympics?
What? COVID?
Christianity.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a little history there. Christianity, because they call it a pagan celebration. Because
what made it pagan?
Well, the Olympics was a celebration of Zeus. It was paid it was to honor Zeus, and then all of the gods, like I think Apollo was the god of boxing. So they had gods for everything. So they figured it was a pagan celebration, and then they had
what about JPO, the god of handsomeness? Was he there?
But it was actually Apollo was actually supposed to be. So you're like an Apollo.
That's my uncle.
All right, so that's the history. From it getting shut down, then it got restarted in the 1800s. And they had to find money to do it. And then it got the second, this is interesting, and going straight into 2024, the second Olympics would have been, guess where?
Yeah, I know.
Paris.
Ah.
Paris. And that would have been, that's in the 1900s. I think
What
it's
number we on now?
exactly. It's 131,
Wow.
100 and, hold on, I can Google it. Don't fact, you got to fact check that.
It's a
But
lot.
yeah, Paris had the second Olympics, and it was the first Olympics to host women.
Well, the Olympics is every how many years, Nathan?
Four. Every 4
Okay.
years.
Okay.
So I find it interesting tying it straight in to Paris being the first place to have any women, and they only allowed them to compete in sports that they called feminine, like cricket and actually golf. No,
Shit, that's it. That's every sport now.
I just find it interesting. Only allowed to compete in sports that were feminine, and now here in 2024, this would be the first Olympics when allegedly they allow a man to compete in women's sports. I believe Paris knew what they was doing, though.
Crazy.
Because at the end of the day, the Olympics back then is what I see the Olympics as being now. Like, we make the best out of it, but the Olympics is pretty much an opportunity for one, the hosting area to brag.
Right.
About hosting everybody. And then two, it's just straight entertainment. They talking about putting bums in seats. It's entertainment. That's how they make their money. They sell tickets, they sell ads, and all of that, just like any other sport. So Paris know what they was doing, even though they spent in like billions. Y'all remember when the Olympics was in Rio, and they just had a revolt because the government was spending so much money on the Olympics when people were so poor.
Oh, wow. I didn't know.
Anyway, yeah, so it's always a big deal, always a riddle and controversy and whatnot. And this,
for some reason,
Olympics
the only
no
Olympics I really remember was when it was held in Barcelona.
I
remember that one.
in Spain.
In
Yeah,
Spain,
that was a big deal. I think
That was
we
a
win
big
some
deal.
medals in there.
Yeah, that was a big deal. So,
all right, so so anything stood out to y'all for this Olympics?
That two of our runners who were holding gold medals in the last Olympics, none of them showed. I mean, like, I hope they're well, but
Speedy, Stevie, and Shawnee. Yeah, Shawnee was there, but she didn't qualify. I can't remember if they said it was injuries or whatnot. Yeah, she was there. She didn't qualify to get to the finals. I don't know if it was injuries or it was some type thing. And
she wasn't there for no prelims either. So I don't know if she didn't qualify to go to the Olympics. But
I could wait till the doc join in.
I watched all the races. She was in no heats, no prelims, no nothing.
Well, yeah. Let me Google that right quick.
Because he on the Sup'm show, he fact check everything.
Stevie, he qualified, but he was a DNS. I had to look up what that even meant. His name was there, but he was a dude did not show.
Oh yeah. I think you know what. That's some real controversy right there, because I mean, if it was me, and I could be honest, right? I'm a proud Bahamian. However, pride don't put food on the table.
True indeed.
I just saying. And people just be slapping up. You remember how long it took for the Golden Girls to get their land that they were promised when they won their gold medals?
That's Pauline Davis,
the Golden
right?
Girls.
Yeah, the Golden Girls.
Yeah.
It was wild. All right, so it says Shawnee Miller, Weibo. What is it saying about Supermoms in track and field? Shelly Fraser. Okay, Shawnee, blah blah blah. Medal moment. No, I didn't see anything about her being at the 20.
She wasn't there.
2024 Olympics.
She wasn't there.
Okay. By the end of the show, I can tell you exactly where she was.
Oh God.
She's my cousin.
Okay.
Okay.
All All right, Ruckus, welcome Ruckus to the show. 92 Barcelona was the Bombers' first medal. Oh, okay, Frank Rutherford got the bronze. Okay, in the triple jump. Hey, the Olympics has a lot of history, though. I mean, outrageous history. But we're talking about the 2024 Olympics. And as we go along, I'll hit you with some of the things that I ran into. First off, a round of applause.
Oh my
to
God,
the
yes.
Yes. The only Caribbean athlete, I believe, I mean, other than Jamaica, to get a gold medal. And this is St. Lucia's first gold medal.
Ever.
I just like to say
first medal, period.
First medal. Yeah, for real, ever.
Yeah.
I like to say that she is wearing colors that is very similar to the Bombers.
Sure is.
All the way is one. So we claiming that too.
Period.
Speaking about people who we claim, along with our Julie and Alfred, we also claim Dr. Ken Pizzard.
I don't claim him. That's your business. You know why I don't claim him? Because that symbol on his chest, I'm the opposite. That's why I don't claim him. Autobot ass nigga.
He's a Decepticon.
Absolutely.
Definitely a Decepticon.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. But look at this. Ruckus saying Shikari.
Let me say this properly.
You see Shikari. You see what she is. She's like,
okay.
Now I was rooting for Shikari.
I was rooting for St. Lucia.
So here's what
I gotta go Caribbean first. Yeah, talk to us.
Yes, I was happy the St. Lucia girl won, but I was actually just happy Shikari made it to the Olympics this time, and she placed. Like, I was proud of her. You know what I mean? Whatever she had gotten, I would have been happy for, because I feel like she triumphed a lot of stuff.
What do you call a lot of stuff? Enlighten us, because I don't know what the hell
I know people was tearing her down, you know.
Why? I don't know who she is, so I'm asking. Who is she?
So she is obviously an American track star. And the last time they were supposed to go to the Olympics, her mother died, and she smoked weed in a state where it was legal to smoke weed. But I guess when she was tested or whatnot, they said, you know, she had THC in her system, so she couldn't run. Okay, no problem. No fuss, no foul. But the social media people bullied this girl. I mean, like mad. So that's kind of where it stemmed from. And, you know, there was some controversy with her and, you know, Jamaican runners and all these different things. But all I'm saying is she shut up a lot of people.
All right, cool.
You know, who was doubting her. So I was kind of just like, oh, whatever she gets, like, woohoo. I was like, I hope she plays. You know, but at the same time, when the St. Lucia girl won, it was like, okay, boop. Caribbean.
Go ahead. One.
No. I didn't know who she was. I mean, a little history lesson. It's cool. Now I know. And knowing's half of the battle.
Yeah.
My thing with Shikari is similar. I guess this is what Ruckus is trying to say too. But I mean, and I love Shikari. I love all of these athletes because I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing, and I get it. I dig it. It's a business. But she pushes that certain cockiness that you have to be careful with. When you cocky, you have to be.
Talking about.
I mean, if you go around saying, but ain't nobody can beat me, and you get beat, then you set yourself up to get talked to.
But at the same time, though, Dyson, who can believe in you like you believe in you?
No, dug in its soul.
I mean, so why not? And sometimes some people may have to boost themselves up to say that until it's true.
I don't think you're saying Bolt was cocky at all.
She was being hypocrisy.
I mean, he just used to do his thing to the side like that. His lightning bolt, and that basically was it. And he would smile up and give people daps and be cool and all this. I think she's cool too.
So, say it again.
No, I think Shikari is cool too. I actually think she down because she smoked weed. So,
oh boy, this way.
Oh my god.
Actually.
Now, honestly, you know who I was watching, who I feel like is more like cocky than even Shikari, and I was
Who?
actually rooting for the Jamaican boy,
Who?
Lies. Yes, Noah Lies. That guy,
This boy killed me.
nails painted,
He's a classic.
diamonds on, pearls in the
He's a
hair. I mean,
class
he
class
came
A prick.
out jumping and left in a wheelchair. Now you don't feel good.
This boy was funny. Doc, what you said?
He's a
Hilarious.
class A prick, bro. I witnessed him myself when he was here at the relays, right?
The world release, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I had heard it. I honestly, that was the first time I saw him. I didn't really know. I know the name, but I never saw him before. And the day before the relays, right? They were having like a press conference on the actual track that they aired live on TV. Shanae and Stevie and some other people were there, right? So he comes, I guess he arrives. He comes to the foyer. There's only like 3 people in the foyer. It's me. I was just standing to the door. One of the what do you call them, liaisons or somebody, and then a security guy, right? So he walks through, and his liaison is a young Bahamian guy, right?
Oh, okay.
And I'm talking like a 16-year. Each team had a liaison. Each team had a liaison assigned to them. So
All right.
the liaison was one who received him when he arrived and was walking him to where he's supposed to go, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I witnessed this with my own eyes, babe. So I see him coming, right? And the security's like, wait, that's that boy, no allows or whatever. I was like, oh, okay. So I see him, he walking through, and he wasn't supposed to come out yet. So he was there waiting for the cue for him to come out, right?
Okay.
So he's standing there, and I guess his lady assistant is standing there, and the little Bahamian kid, like 14-year-old kid, and the kid is like, oh, Mr. Lyles, I know you don't really run the 400. I'm a 400-meter runner, right? But I was wondering if you could give me some advice, or what do you think is what I should do in my training? And the guy, when I said the dude didn't even look at him, the dude had it like this, and like didn't even look at him. And then the lady stepped in between them and like put his hand like okay, step back a little bit, like step back, and then he walks out.
I believe it. He gives that.
He walks out to the thing, and I'm like, bro,
as the great
that is such
Ruckus has already said, carry your hairy canary, my guy.
What he said about people harass. He said like staff was harassing him. From what I saw, because I was on the practice track also, I didn't see that. And as a matter of fact,
in the Bahamas.
As a matter of fact, they forbid except for the liaisons, nobody else was supposed to talk to the athletes. You can't talk to the athletes. You're not allowed to talk to the athletes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If they see you talking to athletes,
they gotta stay in their zone.
Yeah, if they see you trying to talk to an athlete or try to take a picture or get an autograph, they can call you up.
Right.
You understand what I mean? Because the track ain't the place to do that. You can do that at the hotel, but you can't do that at the track.
At the track.
And that's a rule. That's a rule they tell you in the training. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it didn't happen. Somebody might have asked him for something, for an autograph or something. But as far as being harassed, like he said, he's being harassed, so he couldn't run. That's garbage. That's trash.
That's why it stands out so much that Usain Bolt actually interacts with people before he goes and run to take his run. I've seen a lot of clips with him giving people daps, hailing, saying hi, and they looking like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It's because it's a rule that they shouldn't.
They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to. You're not supposed to.
Makes sense.
Not supposed to. That's the IAAF guidelines. You're not supposed to talk to them. You're not supposed to touch them. You're not supposed to only the persons who moving the bags from the call room to the track and back. Only them supposed to touch their stuff. No one else supposed to touch their stuff.
So, question: Is this Lyles dude? Is he any good?
Well,
he's very good.
He's good.
I don't know.
Wait.
Good. I mean, he's a runner. He's amongst the fastest right now.
He was one of the fastest. He had one of the fastest times this year. So he's very good. He's a prick. That doesn't mean you can't be a prick.
No, 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 no. I'm
No,
just
no.
saying, if he wasn't good, then I don't understand. But I guess.
But here's my thing. Even he is obviously good. He's an Olympian, and he got
Right.
the gold medal. He beat out was it the Jamaican, right?
By a
Yeah.
hundredth of a second.
And my thing is, like I said before, if you cocky, then you have to be undeniably
Right.
the best in
You
this
should be. You should be.
field
Yeah.
this field, right? And as far as we in this lifetime, Usain Bolt is retired, but he's still the fastest man
best.
alive because
Yes.
no one beat his record yet.
Right.
So, and in that race with Noah, he himself admit that he thought he was beat.
Yes, he said
But then when he saw that he said, "Oh shoot, I win." Yeah, but I hard. And my thing is, you can't carry on like how you carrying on, bouncing all across the flicking field, and then leaving out and stretching because or you give yourself. Hold on, I about to say something.
What happened? Why you leave out
it.
the stretcher? What you pull a muscle or something?
COVID.
Oh,
He give himself COVID, so just in
Okay.
case he lose the race.
God.
No, he didn't give himself COVID. But I find it interesting that nobody else is said to have COVID.
We've been discussing
Anybody
this.
else had COVID?
But I mean,
We've
did you
been
watch the
discussing this
race,
for weeks,
Tyson?
bro.
Say,
Sorry,
would
go
you
ahead.
say Alex?
No, did you watch that race?
Yes, I did watch that race.
Did you see all the energy he came out with?
Yeah, he come there bouncing around doing
Jumping.
backflips. Basically, this
I
way he
mean-
could do high jump.
He was bouncing on that floor like he was. I mean, anyway, he was dropping it
All right.
low,
All right, no, for real, he was doing the most. He was doing the most.
doing
But the boy
the
say he had
most.
the boy Lewis, and then say he had COVID.
Right.
And then go on party in the next must-see night or something like that. Giving
How
Same
old,
night.
how old is this
Same
guy?
night.
the same
How old
night,
is
the
that?
same night going
Same
on
night.
party. Yeah, no, how old he is. Let me see how old he is for you.
20 something.
23, 24, something like that.
Nah, the kid, man. You know how it go. You know how it go.
My thing is, if he really had COVID and the doctors knew he had COVID, he's not supposed to be on the track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Because now
not.
that put everybody else at risk.
This a old flicking do it. This boy old.
How
This
old
boy
he is?
too old to be doing that nonsense. He is 27.
Yeah, he old. Well,
He
grown.
old.
He's a grown. That's a grown man. I know
He's
he
a
old.
grown up.
That ain't no kid. That ain't no kid. That's
No.
a
Yeah,
grown
yeah.
man.
But here's why I give him and Shikari a pass. I give them both a pass because they play into what society likes, and they play
Yes.
into what people who give out endorsements like. They are
Yes.
trying to be talked about. So they just trying to land endorsements. If you ask me,
I
they
cool.
after the bike. That's what I
I'm
think.
cool with
So
that.
I cool. I good with that. So you could
Because
be
track
cocky.
and field is not an easy. It's not an easy professional sport.
No,
It's not an
I
easy
mean,
professional sport. It's not.
we look at people like this beautiful lady.
Who is that?
Who's that? I don't know what it is.
What's
This
Rebecca
is
Andrade?
Rebecca
she-
and Andrade.
Yeah. She beat. Well, she won gold.
In
Yes.
what?
I don't want to say she beat Simone Biles, but let me say she won gold. Let me say that.
She won gold in the floor routine, isn't it?
She won gold on the floor. She beat Simone on the floor.
Yes.
This
And what country
is
she from?
gymnastics, right?
Gymnastics.
Okay.
And the thing was great
always,
about her.
she was always a threat. So she didn't just pop out of nowhere. People just seeing her now. But
Correct.
she was always a
What country
threat
she
to
from?
Simone.
Brazil.
Can I share something with y'all?
Absolutely.
If anybody else
it's a sharing.
observed this, right?
It's time to share.
But this was the first time, and this probably happened years before, but this is the first time I really paid attention to it. Some of these countries, I didn't even know they had a black population.
Hans,
What?
let me tell you something. Brazil had slaves and everything, man.
But I mean,
Yeah,
what
don't
I
forget.
mean is like what I
No,
mean
man.
is, right?
Slaves.
I'm sure black people everywhere, right? But when you hear, let's say, Cubans talk about, or you see Cubans, you don't see no
Mhm.
black Cubans. The only people
Yeah.
was running for Cuba was probably darker than me. Italy,
Yeah, man.
all these
Yeah.
dark people running. Like I was just like, whoa.
I
Look
want
at
you
all
to
of
Google.
A couple of reasons. there's a couple of reasons. A couple of reasons for that. Brazil, number one, they had black people before the New World had slavery. They had black people a long time.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yes.
we all know this. Black people crossed the Atlantic long time, and I was in South
Well, no,
America a
Before
long time.
Columbus.
Well, so I'm not saying that I don't think they were there. What I'm saying is
The
they don't
teams,
really they don't show them. They don't show them.
Yeah, right,
You don't
right,
see
that's
them.
right,
true.
They're
right.
not. That's what I mean. They're
That's
like it's
true.
like they're hidden until we need y'all to go out there and win some medals.
Yes, correct. 100% correct.
That's what
100%
I mean.
correct.
Yeah.
100% correct. Dyson,
100,000%. Yes.
Dyson, I want you to Google the French judo team.
Wow, Ruckus.
Google the French. Google the French. What do you say? This is the first time I saw the black women were gorgeous and didn't look like
The French what team?
The French judo team.
Okay.
Put gold medal French team 2024. I ain't say nothing about the team. Just if you find a picture of the team, just post it. All right. But the entire track team, or most of the actual whole team from Qatar, was black.
Wow.
The entire track team from Qatar was black. Most of the Middle
Judo
Eastern
team, right?
countries,
Judo
the
team.
judo team, yeah.
Okay.
Most of the Middle Eastern countries, where we hardly ever see black people, most of them that had track athletes and other athletes, the athletes were black.
Right.
But guess
I
what,
was
guys?
just like,
This ain't not surprising though, because in all aspects of a lot of things that goes on in the world, when all else fails, they call on people of color either to
Yes.
save them or
Yes.
bring up the rear and win. Always
Yes.
from
Yes.
wars and all.
yeah. Wow.
So this is not shocking at all.
That was
This
just
I
wow.
this the most this was a black Olympics. This was
Yes,
a
it
black
was.
Olympics.
This was a black
Yes, it
Olympics.
was.
This is the most black people on the podium ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes.
So let me
Because
see
it
if I
wasn't
can
just
get
track.
this.
It wasn't just
No.
track and field.
At all. It was like everywhere.
Let me see how I could do this. Get
I
this
was like,
up to
wow,
y'all.
look at us.
You found it?
Yeah, I trying to see if I can. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let me see. How does this work?
See if you get them. Check out that team.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And
the French.
France?
That's the gold medal winning French judo team.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
That is a
Understand
big
what I'm saying?
wow. That is a big wow.
They beat
Russia.
Japan. They beat Japan.
Yes, for
Ruckus
Ireland. All of
said-
them. All of
They
those
beat
countries.
Japan. They beat Japan in
Okay.
judo.
Bugs me on that topic. Yeah, true. I mean, this other things ain't that surprising. Like, oh boy, yeah, it was a black Olympics. It was black Olympics.
It's a black Olympics for real. And it can be worse.
Yeah.
It can be worse the next time.
Yeah.
It can be worse.
You mean it could be better?
You know what I mean?
Even
You know
better.
what I mean?
Okay, let's
What do you think
talk.
we have left? We have synchronized swimming. We have diving. We need to capture regular swimming.
Mhm.
We need to get in. I saw a black girl playing water polo.
Oh,
I saw one black girl playing water polo.
nice.
And shooting. We need to get in shooting, but I don't know if they can let us shoot. I don't think they can let us shoot.
I
Wait a
forgot
minute,
to get the
though.
picture of the shooter guy. Them people
I
let
don't
up.
I don't think so. I doubt it.
I don't think they could bring breakdancing back.
No, they finished.
Yeah,
They
let's talk about that breakdancing thing, because that kind of like made me feel a type of way. I ain't gonna lie. I felt a type of way simply for two reasons. I know historically, like way back when, I think the first there was like 30 or 40 Olympics where they actually had art in competitive form. And I feel as though breakdancing is an art. It's not like gymnastics where you have where everybody does the same move and nails it to a certain degree. In breakdancing, you literally interpreting the music and doing certain moves, like there's certain moves, but like your timing, your usage and stuff like this. Like, I don't know, it's too much. It's almost like if breakdancing is in the Olympics, how would it get there before ballet get there?
But how do you compete in ballet?
Exactly. How do you compete in breakdancing?
No, but
Ballet has a lot of technical moves as well.
But breakdancing came up alongside rap battles, you know.
Right.
Understand? They came up
Right.
together.
Yes.
You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
well, then it should stay together. Rap bottles could be in the Olympics. Rap bottles can't be in the Olympics. What they could do? Rate the disses.
Rate the
Yeah, diss the
bars.
hottest.
I
Rate the
agree.
bars.
I don't disagree with you. You know, I agree with you. It's a little too much it's a little too much subjective and not
Right.
enough
Mhm.
objective.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I agree with that. In gymnastics, there's way more. There is some subjective, but 99% of it is objective. So
Yes.
I agree with what you're saying. And she made it. She really made it worse because she
Oh
corrupted.
man.
The backstory behind her is what the
I
problem
wish you
is. You
had
know,
video, Dyson.
Exactly. What you say, the video?
I wish you had the video.
Real man.
I
You can
should still
try
have the
to hate
video.
Donald.
but her backstory is what I think really caused them to get kicked out. Because she first of all her husband is the president of the Australian Breakdancing Federation, and she got
Mhm.
at their national
Not even a real thing, but whatever.
Mhm.
at their national event. She got perfect scores her first time competing, and she beat
God.
everybody.
Yeah.
She beat people who've been doing it for years.
Mhm. And yeah,
Right?
that just ain't right.
So
Mm-mm.
she come there and scores zero, and I mean zero, zero, and more zero.
You're
But she had
kidding.
negative scores. No,
She
she
scores
had
zero.
negative zero. She had negative zero. She have
She got-
Australia so bug right now. This is the laughing stock of the
How
entire
do you get
Olympic
negative
ceremonies, bro.
zero?
I
This is
didn't
the
know
biggest
she
joke.
had zero.
Zilch.
How do you
zero.
get
Bro.
You know, like when they hold
zero?
up the cards, zero.
Negative.
She got zeros.
Well, I'm
She
happy
got
they were
But
honest.
she said what she said. She's quoted and saying no. And I didn't quote. I'll paraphrase the quote. She claims she brought creativity to Paris.
Yeah, aka fuckery.
She says that all the break dancers, she couldn't compete with them and what they do, they masters it. So what she brought to the table was creativity.
yeah,
I'm
but
like,
that's not
boy,
whether you like it or not. That's not what the Olympics about. It's
No.
not.
that sound like
Olympics is about standard. That's what the
that
Olympics
sound
is
like
about.
when you make macaroni and cheese, right? And you know cream, you know onions, only a little bit of cheese
Craft.
was there.
Craft in them.
No, you ain't had all the ingredients, and you accidentally overcook the noodles, but you still want people to eat it and be like, yeah, I had to whip up something. This is what they said to the Olympics.
No,
They whip up.
you want people to say, "Oh, that's so nice. You
Oh
took
yeah,
your
yeah,
own
yeah.
approach on the macaroni.
Seven
This is so amazing."
sevens all around.
She had the
No,
heart to actually say she feel hate, and the
you know,
feel and the thing. Yeah,
yeah,
and they say they're attacking her because she's a woman. That's what she said.
they instead of
That's what she
cream, she
said.
figured orange juice would work
That's what she said.
because there wasn't no cheese
Miss,
and
that
orange
wasn't
juice
juicing no
orange.
woman.
that's what she said.
Well, you know,
Wow.
Yep.
you all know how it go. We live in a time now where everything is based off feelings. You can't really tell the
Exactly.
truth no more.
Rockets for you
You
be
can't tell
ahead
the
of the
truth.
game, you
You
know.
can't tell the obvious truth anymore. You tell the obvious truth, you know, they feel they're being attacked. So it's just what it is.
I'm a big believer in standards, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Standards.
You can't have standards either.
You got to have standards. Even breakdancing they have standard moves, even though it's creative. It's kind of 50-50. It isn't like gymnastics, where it's like 90-10.
Yeah.
90 for standards and 10 for originality. Whereas
Mhm.
in Thingam it's like 50-50. Is you know what I mean? But they have standard moves. They have
Yeah.
standard moves that each person was supposed to do in their routine. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And she didn't do it. She didn't do any one. So that's why she got zero.
Zero. Speaking about
Zero.
standard moves, though.
Oh boy. Let Hans take this one, please. I think she should take it first.
What is
Yeah.
What
what is
this lady's
happening?
name is Iman or Imani? Imani
Imani.
Khalif, the Algerian boxer.
Uh-huh.
That's your first warning right there. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Let me get that ready.
It
Okay,
ain't me
I'm
this time,
nervous
guys.
now. What is
It
this?
ain't me.
So
This show,
The-
JP has been a good guy.
to actually describe the picture to me first, Hans, what do you see?
I see a dude punching somebody in the face. I can't even see the other person's face.
Good, because the fist in the mouth. That's why.
Right.
I will
That's
Yeah.
what
have
I
you
see.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I will have you know, and you don't know any of these people, right?
No,
Because you only watch the track and field.
that's it.
All right. I will have you know that this is women's boxing.
But that's a man.
Uh,
No,
I know, man. Maybe she just
no,
beefed up. I lost.
no. She was born a woman and she
You got any more pictures,
identifies
bro?
as a woman.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You got any more pictures?
I could pull some up.
She was born a woman,
Yes.
and okay. So what's the problem? If she was born a
And
woman,
the problem is,
Like, what's
allegedly,
the problem?
I thought you said she was born a woman and she fighting a woman. So what's the problem?
allegedly,
There's no problem.
none.
allegedly, there's a unpassable amount of testosterone
There was
in her DNA
in previous testings,
in previous testings.
not DNA, but
Oh yeah, in her what it
They
is in
can't
her
be like
In her
the
blood.
worst
genetic
scientist
makeup.
ever, real Dr.
Wait
Frankenstein.
a minute though. But what's her chromosomes?
Chromosomes. Her
What is it?
okay.
chromosomes
She
is
refused to do the
interesting.
test. She refused to do the test.
There's a lot of sayings. Some people
She
say
refuses.
she was
She claimed
born
it's
with both.
XX. She
She claiming
refused to do the test.
XX.
Yes, and she refused to
But
do the
if
test.
well, I mean, if you know you was XX, why you'd be scared to do the test?
That's what I say.
That's what everybody's saying, I think.
That's what everybody say.
That's what
I thought that
everybody's
was a
saying. Let me see.
dude.
As far as the pictures go, which one y'all want to see?
Wait, give me
I'm
the one
saying
with her hand to her head,
This one?
with the salute.
All right. Bring that right back up. Bring that right
there
back
were
up.
two. There were two there actually. There were two from two different countries who had the same issue.
What?
Don't y'all let's love like when we're equal?
Let's summarize what happened. Right.
I
These
just
two.
zooming
These
into it.
two.
I'll just zoom in.
These two. These two
Equal,
persons
man.
with
That's
yeah.
a boy.
No. That's a woman. That's a woman. That's a woman. And they're
So you know
equal.
what?
And they both fought each other.
I've
They're
seen some
equal.
manly looking women in my day. So maybe
They're
it is.
equal. They're equal.
She
So
no.
maybe it is.
But she. I'm gonna say she. She and the
Yeah.
other person.
Ken, I will
Yeah.
not. I will.
One.
Ken. I will not allow you to disrespect this lady's pronouns.
No,
Okay.
she said to call her she.
Right.
Yeah, she did
Okay.
say
Nobody's
she
respecting it.
identifies as a woman.
She said
Okay.
she said she's a she. I'm gonna call her she.
And if
Carry
we're
on, sir.
incorrect,
No, I'm gonna call her she.
we apologize.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna take.
she
I'm gonna take.
identifies as a woman.
But they say she also born a
That's
woman.
what she said. That's what she said.
Yes.
Both of them entered the tournament. Both of them demolished their opponents in one round or less, and both of them fought in the final. And the one from Algeria won, and the one from I think what, Korea or some other
Mhm.
place. The one from Korea got
Yeah,
silver.
second.
They demolished everybody else. I'm talking about 9 seconds, 10-second fights. They demolished everybody.
Yeah. It was
So what are you
rough.
trying to
I
say, Ken?
mean,
I mean, men are broader at the top and women are broader at the bottom. So I'm
Take
not
it as what it
surprised
is.
that
okay. Well,
Listen,
Rose
all
was
right.
hitting.
if that is an XX female, that's somebody who's been exposed to a lot of testosterone.
Right.
Period.
And the
Period.
problem is,
That's illegal.
Yes.
it's
Yes.
illegal. Okay, and
Yeah.
the problem is,
That's the
Is
problem.
illegal, man?
You
It's
won't
and the
get
illegal.
problem
punished.
is,
It's cheating.
It's cheating.
okay. Wow.
So this is a gal who
Oh,
get punched up.
That's the girl who
This gal
started
Lord.
crying.
said,
This girl started
Lord.
crying. She
Angela
started crying
Correa
in the middle
started
of the
crying.
fight.
She said that this was a couple seconds into the fight. She said she's never been hit like that before in her life. She's a professional female boxer. She said she had never get hit like that
keep
before.
in mind now, she get punched in the face for a living, so she get punched in the face before.
Right.
And she
Right.
also said as a professional boxer, she sparred with men. And she's never
Right.
been hit like that
Yes.
before. She said she's never been hit like that before.
Like I
So
said
what
in
are
the
you
beginning,
guys trying to say?
I'm not.
What are you guys trying to say right now?
You try to be the good guy. You gotta be the
Dyson,
good guy
can I
this
have the
episode.
spotlight, please? Can I have the spotlight, please? Thank you. So, what are you three trying to say right now? Because Big JP don't see nothing wrong with it. What are you trying to say, Kent, Ans, and Tyson? Are y'all trying to say like she's actually similar to a guy? How dare y'all? That's a woman.
I think what I'm trying to say
Yes, I'd like to hear it. And I'm on her side. Go ahead,
is
Tyson.
there should not be
Mm-hmm.
a choice in whether or
Mm-hmm.
not you in today's world, whether or not you get your chromosomes tested in order for you to compete in the Olympics, which is a gathering of all nations. Well, all nations that haven't been banned or not invited due to I guess war or conflict, which has been the case in the past. So I think if you have to do a test, you should not be allowed to say I identify as when it comes to these type things.
Right.
Well, I disagree, Dyson. Women can do exactly what men do. Hans, how you feel?
I disagree.
You disagree on what?
That women can do exactly what men do. That's
Oh, that's
foolishness.
great that you said that, Kent.
Okay.
How you feel?
I'm going to make an official statement. All right.
It's anyway. Go ahead.
Hans, strong and independent. Hold on.
No. We don't know
Wait,
the actual.
What you say?
I said she is strong and independent. The lady.
What the heck does that have? What is her How do you know she's independent?
Because she just is. Kent, go ahead.
You know she's strong. That's about it.
I'm independent. Guaranteed.
The other part is an assumption.
Angela knows she's strong. Angela Carey. Karina.
Right.
She knows she's strong.
Right.
She the one to get punched up.
Listen. Guys, the science ain't really that hard. Like we say, you could look at the person and tell that they've been exposed to more testosterone than normal.
Correct.
Now, whether that's because of her chromosomes or whether that's because she took something or been taking something over a period of time, which would have been for her to have those changes, obviously it's been a period of time, right? It's unfair. Either way you look at it, I believe is unfair.
I don't like to make things racial, but let's change the complexion of someone and see and just think, would it be okay still to identify as a woman if the woman that punched this girl in blue up, if the girl in red who has testosterone
is the girl in red the one to punch her up?
Yes, yeah. The girl in red punch her up, and then she tried to tap on the back and say thanks, and she do a shoulder off like don't flip in, come from around.
She might have get punched right there. Don't touch me.
but in the red lady's defense, the one who has the testosterone defense, I personally know some gals who could beat man.
Right.
I know it's true, but it just sounds funny hearing it.
So, but even in that sense, when it boils down to it, I don't think it's right for men to hit on women, as well as it's not good for men to be hitting up on women to be hitting up on men. But speaking about a bunch of confusion,
what that is? Make it bigger.
This is the Olympic. Oh, let me see. I can make it.
That was the opener, right?
That was the opening ceremony.
Opening ceremony. Yeah.
That opening ceremony was something.
I'm gonna bring it up on a different screen. But the opening ceremony was supposed to be a recreation of the Last Supper. Now again,
what?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yes. I got that picture from the religious news service website.
Oh boy.
Because the Christians were up in arms about this thing right here. Yeah, man. Let's see. Paris 2024. Olympic.
That's pretty bold. That's pretty bold.
That is bold.
Y'all ever notice something? And I hate talking politics. I hate talking religion. Can't stand it.
Mhm.
We all ever notice out of every religion, sect that is, and I go out on a limb and say this: Christianity is like one of the most quietest, non-confrontational when they're obviously offended right in their face. Y'all ever notice that?
You think this? Be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Well, not loud enough, eh?
But
No,
Well,
that's
I
maybe
that's
it's
think
not
that's
loud enough,
that's
but
kind of the
in
teaching.
other words, in other words, when it's something to be picked on, is always Christianity.
That's the teaching, though,
It
because
ain't it ain't Catholic for sure.
that's the teachings. Because other religions,
It's turned the other cheek.
it's okay to go murder people in your God's
Right.
name, but that's not okay in
right,
Christianity. You know what I mean? So that's the teaching
Yeah.
in a way, in a way. But I always bring up the example of when Christ came and he went in the temple and he was doing nonsense in the temple and he grabbed a whip and rolled everybody out.
right.
So I always bring up that example. So there's
Yeah,
a time. I think there's a time and place,
right.
but for the most
Mhm.
part, you're supposed to exercise restraint. I think.
Yes, I
I'm.
agree.
I think.
Oh my
Yeah, there you
gosh.
go.
This is-
That's the first time you
Wow,
seeing this.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing this.
Yeah, man.
that's
Crazy,
crazy.
right?
I mean, truly,
Yeah.
when I mean, in my opinion, though, I feel like the pictures at the bottom is a recreation too.
True,
Yeah, but the picture
Ooh,
at the
big,
bottom
they're recreating
it
a
stands for
recreation.
something though.
Yeah, it
Wait,
stands for
speak
big
something.
who y'all
dog.
was
It
talking.
stands for something.
What? Okay.
I
It
didn't hear.
stand
I
for
didn't
what?
catch what y'all was saying.
No, I
It
said if
stands
you
for.
say you feel the picture at the bottom is also a recreation, and I
Right.
said maybe so, but it also stands for something.
But here again, the Olympics. Remember, I said at the beginning. Historically, the Olympics was shut down by Christianity when they said that it was a pagan celebration,
Mm.
and they
It
shut
was.
it down.
So
Yeah,
It
they
maybe
I
I'm
was.
guess
shut
they
it
was
looking
down.
right,
forward
hey.
to that.
It
And
was.
that's ancient Olympics that used to happen in Greece and Olympia, Rome,
It was.
different places hosted it. But and then when it moved to the modern Olympics that we enjoy today, this is a restart. And I feel like Paris nowadays be doing
But all of those things supposed to be left out when the Olympics were brought back. That's why
Right.
correct.
that's why the Olympics were brought back. We're not supposed to be talking about no politics. We ain't supposed to be
Right.
talking about no religion.
Exactly.
Right.
We ain't supposed to be talking about no type of issues like that. Race, color,
But
nothing like that.
I'll go back to
Supposed to be
something
talking about
Dyson said.
us
Dyson
evolution
said
system.
earlier about Shikari and Noah. And I feel like
Mhm.
this is kind of also what Paris did. Like I feel like they were doing things they knew people would be talking about.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like it's along the same lines. And then it's almost like I prefer to get in trouble and apologize later than ask for permission because
Yeah.
it's
Sure.
already out there.
But this is
Yeah.
and this isn't the first time. And that's why you can't give um Paris too much fault because right now you have a potential U.S. First female president who is actually campaigning on equal rights and protection of the transgender community and all this other type stuff, which is okay, great. And Paris is following suit. This is a time when people identify as whatever it is that they want to identify as. So I think this is actually saying, okay, we don't really care about Christian values like that anymore. Because to me, straight up, Christian values don't incorporate you identifying as whatever you want to identify as. But that's just
No,
how
you
it is.
born
But
So
man and you born woman.
protecting them from what though? Well, what are we
back
protecting
in the
them from?
day, back in the
Oh,
day,
I like
Being
that
back in the
question.
day.
yeah,
Being
back
back in
In
the
this
day.
day and age.
no, but
Oh,
this
right.
is where it came from. In this day and age, we come from a time. This is where it stemmed from. We come from a time whereas if you were found out to be of a uncommon sexual orientation or interest, you would
But
get beat. You would
but
Okay,
get
Dyson,
you would
that don't
even get
happen
that's
like
killed.
back
that
in the
this
day.
day and age.
This day and age, though. Let's bring it
That
back
don't
to
happen.
A certain
2024.
island where
What are
I
you
came
protecting them
from
from?
just started not beating people.
But Dyson, now keep in mind, you are talking about we talking about, you say female who could potentially be the next president. So we talking about the United States. In the United States, that ain't like that.
So I'm trying to say.
Y'all remember Police Academy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I won't go in because that's a long story. Long story. The fact is,
Don't get
the
him
fact
started on
is-
a long story, boy. Y'all know this boy.
Yeah, I swear, don't get me started on a long story. The fact is that because of history, they have a valid point in saying that they require protection to be free in public and
So
display who they are.
so
without
Dyson,
being
so if we're doing
beaten.
that,
Go ahead.
if we're
Yes.
going based on history, then we
Yes.
should have laws protecting Black people then.
Absolutely.
But that's not a thing.
Hold on now.
I mean, if we going based
Protecting
on history,
Black people from what?
JP, that's the point I'm making. Dyson
From
said
being shot
these
for having
things
on a
are
hoodie.
going based on off of history. So we looking at history of the way Black people were treated in this country, then it should be all kind of laws. If they see us, I mean, they's going the other side of the road anyway, but sometimes. But
From
that's
being
what I'm
shot in
saying.
your own home because you called the
I
police
with you,
because you
Dyson.
feared
I
you
with
getting
you.
your home broken into.
Yes.
Laws exist
Oh,
for
that's
that.
what I think.
What are y'all talking about? Laws
We talking
exist
about
against
things
that.
that actually, well,
Laws
yeah, well,
exist
it should
against that.
be
What
it
are you
should be
talking
So
about?
maybe they just
enforced.
ignore
It
them
should be
then.
enforced. Yeah, they just ignore him.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
Aren't those guys in jail? The guy who shot Trayvon Martin, isn't he in jail?
No?
Trayvon
Man,
Martin, the
look
guy who
here.
shot him, isn't he in jail?
Not for
I think
that.
so. You
He
know,
was out. He was
he was. Yeah,
literally
he was out.
doing
He was out.
tours,
Right, but he was
signing
arrested and
Skittles for people.
prosecuted. Right?
For some. Wait, he was what?
Good point,
He
Ruckus.
went through the process. He didn't just go home and go to the beach.
Right. Yeah, he went through the process, but they only arrested him after they protested. It
No,
wasn't like he shot someone and he was arrested.
the law exists. I didn't say it's not that the laws don't exist. The laws exist.
Yeah, the laws do exist. Okay,
Enforcing
fine.
them is a different
Good point.
story. That's fine. That's
Good
fine.
point.
True.
Enforcing them is a different story.
Okay.
But the laws exist.
I
Good
see what
point.
you're
Good
saying.
point. So in good news, and I don't have a picture. Maybe it's I won't use a picture because the lady is still a minor. But the youngest gold medal in the Olympics is a 14-year-old
Oh,
this year in skateboarding. Did you know that?
nice. No, I
Oh,
didn't
really?
know that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Arissa
This
True, if
was
y'all want to Google that.
This was skateboarding's first year, right?
I ain't sure about that.
Well, they can be.
Um,
They can be in LA for sure. So you know that.
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
boy,
You know
they
that.
get killed skateboarding.
So that's the sport you probably could never see our people in. Skateboarding.
You never
Them
know.
bicycle stunts. Them bicycle stunts. No, but we don't do them things, man.
Yes, we do.
Did
We
y'all
do?
know that?
Yes, we
Yeah, we
do.
do.
I see
Yeah, we
Black
do.
skateboarders all the time.
I see
Yeah,
him
we
too
do.
all the time.
Yeah, we do it. But
We definitely do.
when they, it's just like breakdancing, because I don't think
You
it
know,
was
you know,
enough
you
of
know,
us in that. When we find out that, oh, that's what we doing, don't worry, we can show up.
we don't like heights too much.
We can show up. We can show up. We don't like water either, but we can show up soon.
You know,
It's time.
Wait a
I
minute
mean,
now,
like
Dyson. You gotta
big
finish
bodies,
that.
large bodies of
Dyson,
ocean water
you gotta fix that.
crossing the waters.
What'd you say?
There's a lot of Black people who can't swim. Let me put
Okay,
it like
thank you.
that.
I was gonna say because we
Yeah.
like to be.
Oh no, now I talking about bath water. We love bath water. We love
That's why I'm like,
pampering.
you need to clear that up.
We love pampering. So,
Yes, because we like bed.
but we could wrap up, and I'll start by saying that I really appreciate the Olympics, because the Olympics has done a lot, I think, for the forward movement of mankind, being certain instances where Hitler was mad at Olympics because a Black man beat his hopeful in the long jump, and then the German white man that got beat was the first to hug and congratulate the Black man because he didn't share the same sentiments as Hitler, and that stood out. It also made it like, because Hitler's objective was to show that the blonde hair, blue eye, white skin
Right.
was superior.
Superior. Yeah.
So getting beat shows that no, it could be black or white.
Right.
And that's what the Olympics did. Olympics also gave people an opportunity to protest. You remember the athletes that stood up and did white power, I mean black power. They got blackballed afterwards, but they still, it became a thing.
That's an
Cassius
issue
Clay
now.
Cassius Clay, when he got his gold medal in boxing, he threw it
Cassius,
away.
boy. Cassius.
Cassius.
You know Cassius, bro.
Okay,
Cassius
Clay.
Clay.
Yes,
Jeez.
Muhammad Ali. Sorry,
Oh,
later
sh-
became in Muhammad
Ken,
Ali.
who the hell is Cassius, boy?
Cassius. That's like, I see pronounce things.
No.
Anyway, I
Cassius
pronounce
Clay.
it wrong. I pronounce it
Cassius.
Cassius. Sorry. I apologize. Muhammad Ali.
There you go.
He threw his
Cassius.
gold medal away, protesting segregation. And there's a lot more. Like, and then it puts a spotlight on a lot of people, and there's a lot of dark things that has happened too. We talk about there was a protest in a country that didn't agree with how much the government was spending on the Olympics, and the students went out and protest, and the army opened fire on them, killing 44 to 400, I think is the estimate. They ain't saying how much got killed. And the only thing they did was they shut down the Olympics for a day, for 24 hours, and then they went back on with the show. So it spotlights a lot of things, and it's an opportunity for mankind to grow, because we have to look each other in the face. And now it's televised. So all of these messages, y'all got to pay attention to what's going on in the world. What these things are going on in the world.
Strong and independent.
These things are going on in the world. COVID is here, y'all. And you if you lose, you have COVID. If you win,
you have a gold medal. You have a gold medal. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's so you almost had an hour. Anyone have any final words?
I look forward to it being in LA. I'd like to maybe go to the next one.
We should all go to LA for the
that would be
2028 Olympics.
That'll be cool.
And watch Keo get her face.
No.
Hey.
Yeah, looking for Keo to be there. My only thing was, Dyson, you gave a great you gave some greatest historical points about the Olympics.
Thanks, bro.
I just think it's a real shame that something that's so nice, something that's so great and so powerful, have to be polluted by people's agendas, by our agendas. I think the Olympics should be void of everybody's agenda. You know what I mean? It should just be people putting their best natural self on the line to be the best in the world. That should be it. You know what I mean? That's what started it, and that's what should feed it. It shouldn't be, I need to make a point to this person, or I need to, it shouldn't be none of that. Shouldn't be no politics. Shouldn't be no religion. Shouldn't be no
performance.
Just performance. Forget genderism and this ism and the next ism. Forget all of that stuff. It should just be, this person did great. This person made it to the top stage in the world, and this is how they perform, and that should be it. But that's an optimistic way to think, but it should be. That's what it should be.
How do you feel about using that platform to protest wars, though?
The only reason you're doing it is because you have a lot of people watching. If nobody was watching it, then they wouldn't do it. So you're only doing it because people are watching, and I get it. And sometimes it may seem like, for example, the Moscow Olympics, when the United States didn't compete because Moscow, what they did, they invaded somewhere, Afghanistan or somewhere, right?
Yeah, Afghanistan.
I mean, that's I feel like that's unfair to those athletes who work so hard to get to the Olympics, and then to be told that, the country decided we're not going because we don't agree with what they're doing. I guarantee you, no one on the team care about the beef between Russia and Afghanistan. Like that ain't my problem. I worked very hard to get here. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I feel like personal stuff should stay outside, and I have to be fair across the board, whether it's my issue agenda or not. I have to be fair and say my agenda and everybody else's agenda need to stay out of the Olympics. That's what I think.
Cool. Anyone else with final words?
Not me. I'm good. I'm gonna go with what Kent Bazard said.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think every platform should be used to protest war. I think war is stupid. I think war is full of dumbness.
War is stupid.
Yeah,
War
war
is
is
war is stupid, but sometimes it's necessary. There you go.
Then you know what? Then the people who have a problem with each other, they should go fight.
they
Not even
should go
innocent
fight.
people.
No,
Yeah,
that's what. No, I
War
agree with
is
that.
stupid.
for real.
Sometimes it's
I agree
necessary.
with that.
Yeah,
But we
that's
can't
what a
go
war
back to
should
those
be.
days. You
Right.
bring your
That's what.
you bring your top 100 men and women in the country. I can bring my top 100 men and
Period.
women in the country. We can fight
Yes.
one on one each, and
Yes.
who
No
win the
guns
most?
needed. No guns needed.
No.
No guns.
And then be done.
Yeah.
You know what people,
But they
you
out
know what
here
people watch
Why
killing
that?
not?
innocent people.
You know how
That's
much
the
money
part
they'll
that-
make?
Yeah, but and why? Oh, that's another good point too, because the Olympics don't make no money. Did y'all know that? The
NBC makes all the money.
yeah, they make no money. But my thing
NBC
is,
makes the
like,
money. The Olympics don't make the money.
why anyway, I guess the answer is obvious. We all know why. Money is why. Power is why.
Money.
And that's why they would send our children or even us out there to die for causes that we think we know it's the cause.
Mhm.
But lots of places have incited and picked wars with other countries simply by pushing their buttons. But anyway, that's episode 97 of the Sup'm Show. We only got 3 more left. Today we talked about the 2024 Olympics, and I think it was a really great talk. I think Ruckus got one more comment put in there. Hold on, there's war impending in our little bomb lot. Would you be sleep?
Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's talk about that war next show. Let's talk about that war.
Right.
Talk about that same war.
Yeah, let's talk about that
Let's put
war.
a pin in
And
that.
civil war is in a different box for me. But okay, so yeah, that's it. Thanks everybody for joining. Y'all make sure put in you can always comment on the Sup'm Show page and definitely share, talk about it. We are out. That's it. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
St. Lucia for the goal. Huh?
Period.
Caribbean in your belly.
No damn goal.
Yes, but they got similar colors, dog. And